Hello everybody, my name is Ian Beckles and welcome back to Plant Power, and this is the podcast that teaches you to stay away from those damn pills out there because they're killing people and stick to things from this earth. So that's why we're calling this podcast Plant Power. We talk a little bit about cannabis, CBD, hemp, KAVA, kratom, the whole 9 yards, and as you see, everything is coming from the earth, and that's what we're all about. So, first of all, I want to talk about an event that we have coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, at the Florida Strawberry Festival in beautiful Plant City. It's the Sunshine State Cannabis Festival at the Dignitary Tea and Kava House. Is going to be in association with Dr. Brown Cannabis, and we put on a wonderful show, and so does Ray Brown and Dr. Brown's Cannabis. So tickets in advance are $5 and $10 at the door. Live music, food trucks, vendors, games, local artists, lectures. You can go to sunfest420.com or give them a call at 610-297-6939. And once again, $5 in advance, $10 at the door, and it's the Florida Strawberry Festival, and it's this Saturday and this Sunday, so you don't want to miss that. I tend to put on a nice party, and so does Ray Brown. So there's going to be a whole lot of vendors there. There's going to be food trucks, really everything going as far as cannabis goes, and anything in the cannabis world. So you definitely don't want to miss that. So hopefully you get a chance to see you this weekend. Now, this show is going to be a little bit more CBD heavy. We have a young man here that I'm going to introduce here in a second, but CBD is something that we definitely sell here at the Dignitary Tea and Kava House. CBD is a big part of my regimen. CBD can be put in coffee, and later in this show we bring up Frank the Kava OG, who's my business partner as well, and we'll be talking about some of the things that we sell here at the Dignitary Tea and Kava House and different ways to get CBD into your body, because it does wonderful things. It's doing wonderful things for me. Now, let me introduce this young man. I met him just last week. Actually just this week. And yes. You serve our country. Thank you for serving our country. ZACK ZINDLER from Native CEUTICALS, is that right?
CEUTICALS.
Native CEUTICALS, Tampa. First of all, explain what the hell Native CEUTICALS is.
So, well, native means that it's indigenous to a location or an area, and CEUTICALS is a refined healing item.
Okay.
So when you combine those, it's something that helps heal the body that comes from a natural indigenous location.
Very nice. So, how long have you been involved with this company?
So I've been involved with this company since the beginning of the year.
Okay. So brand new.
So brand new, but I mean, for me, it was just something that I actually got introduced to them by going to a cannabis festival, that kind of coincidence that we're putting one on.
Okay.
And just used it for myself because I had problems.
Sure.
And I had issues that I was dealing with, both mental and physical, and it helped me.
Well, you're a veteran.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I played football back in the day. PTSD is definitely associated with veterans, and it's associated with football as well, and CTE, and there's a lot of different letters, and we're all worried about all these darn letters. And I've used CBD for me to keep me at ease. Listen, I also indulge in cannabis, which helps me a whole lot. But for somebody who's a veteran, I know that veterans have limitations. Like they can't all just go get your card. So, so you've turned to hemp, correct?
Absolutely. And for me, it was, if you use cannabis and they test you, you could essentially lose your prescriptions.
Correct.
And you are hooked on these prescriptions. You've been given it over and over again, so it's become a habit. Well, you don't want to risk losing your habit by taking cannabis.
Understandable.
So that's why a lot of military personnel and veterans are hesitant. It's because they don't want to be, you know, kind of outcast by the VA and lose all this, you know, necessary, you know,
benefits.
Best benefits, you know.
And that's a tough situation that a lot of these veterans are in. Now, you're involved in a whole 9 yards of the process of growing, correct? You do all of it pretty much?
Well, no. So I work with the manufacturer, and the manufacturer is the Native CEUTICALS manufacturer, but they grow it, manufacture it, distribute it, all in-house.
Okay.
So what I do is I go and I take what they manufacture and I take it into my Native CEUTICALS Tampa, and then I distribute it kind of how I go to the different events and get the kind of branding and wording out there and stuff like that. So.
Now, we had a conversation the other day about CBD, and Listen, it all derives from hemp, correct?
Yes, sir.
And please correct me, because I'm not an expert at this. It all derives from hemp.
Yes.
And then there's a bunch of different strains that come from the hemp.
Yes.
CBD being one of them.
Yes.
And am I right to say that CBD is the most popular one?
Yes. CBD is the stigma of what hemp is.
Okay.
So what it is you get, that's the most widely used, kind of like THC is the most widely used of the THC strain.
But it's just one strain, though.
But it's just one strain.
Just one strain, yes.
And what we've learned is that, through genetics, we can build different yields of different cannabinoids.
Okay.
That's why you can have a CBD strain with 0% THC and a THC strain with 0% CBD.
Correct.
With the genetics. So we've been able to kind of, over time, with more research, because now we're getting less criminalization, we can have more research. And the research is starting to show that all these different cannabinoids that we're finding have a lot more different, I mean, they're similar because they come from the same strain, but different benefits that are more specific to more symptoms.
Now let's go back to CBD being the most popular one.
Yes.
What are the benefits from CBD?
Oh, well, the CBD is the best way to think of it is like the multivitamin for the body.
Okay.
You have multiple different benefits with circulation, nerve, pain, manageability, being able to be focused, or maybe even wind down and fall asleep.
Anxiety,
depression, PTSD.
Yeah.
There's a lot of multiple traumas that we have that we don't even talk about. CBD actually helps, put it in our box and still make it, manageable instead of getting out of control. And that's the problem.
The other day, you brought in your CBD, and we sell some CBD products in here, and hopefully one day we'll probably have yours in here as well. You gave me a little bottle of CBD, and I put some in my kratom, and I drank it, and within 10 minutes or so, like I felt the pain, my back was bothering me, and it just kind of subsided. And I kind of looked around, and I was wondering what was going on, and what I did differently. And like I do take CBD different ways, but it really does work. That's the thing. I mean, people, there's placebos out there. I understand that, but the CBD it's a real deal, though.
It's the real deal, and especially people that have chronic issue.
Correct.
And the thing with chronic issue is it makes you go crazy. Is because no matter what you do, you feel pain.
It's always there.
And it's always there.
It's always there.
Yeah.
Now talk to me about the other strains, okay? Let's start with the CBD, then what's the next most popular strain?
So it would be more of which cannabinoid would be tailored to. So what I do in my section of the hemp industry is I really promote CBG and CBN, which are derivatives of the CBD strain. So what happens is during different yield times of the plant, you can get different cannabinoids. So the beginning stages of the growing process, you get high yields of CBG.
So it's just young CBD is CBG.
It's actually the mother cannabinoid. So before it turns into THC, before it turns into CBD, that's where you get high yields of CBG. Cannabigerol.
And what's the benefits of CBG?
Oh, that's a good question.
Anything different in CBD?
Well, you get more gut benefits. Irritable bowel syndrome. But we're starting to actually find out that CBG can help with mental clarity, brain fog, and focus issues. So it really helps manage ADHD and any type of over-anxiety or being overstimulated in certain surroundings and situations.
Now, do they prescribe this to veterans? Because what you're explaining is something that should be perfect for veterans.
It actually is perfect for veterans. It's perfectly suited. That's actually why we do the customized tinctures for my company. We do personalized solutions for symptoms that everybody deals with on a different basis. So you would fill out a questionnaire. Questionnaire would go into our patent pending algorithm, and from there it would spit out a formula specifically tailored to what your issues are, and it allows people to feel more confident that they're getting personalized care instead of getting that blanket type of coverage or any type of you're just a number here, wait in line type of therapy and treatment. So with that, we use our CBN, which is really beneficial for sleep issues. It's one of the most sedative cannabinoids that we have discovered as of now, and it really helps with winding down and staying asleep. And but you hit REM sleep, so you'll wake up refreshed instead of feeling groggy in the morning. So it's really one of the most beneficial things if you have any type of sleep issues, which veterans and former athletes. I mean, you break your bodies down. You don't get a chance to really heal from that until you find something that's natural, and you feel like a normal person when you're taking it. That's the problem, is feeling like a zombie.
See that's what's so great about, for me, CBD and we'll say THC in that grand scheme of things. I used to be a drinker, okay, and I just stopped drinking about 6 months ago. And when you talk about sleeping, the people who I always hear that aren't great sleepers are usually drinkers, okay, because you're dehydrated.
Exactly.
So I find when you're taking CBD and THC and some natural things like that, you don't have those hangovers in the morning. And you could almost, when you talk about CBG and CBN, you almost can cater it to the day and what you're trying to get accomplished. And then end the game with some CBN, and you're nice and chill. And that's kind of what we do here with the KAVA, like KAVA, drinking KAVA at night, and kind of winding down better than people drinking alcohol and they're acting a fool, and then they wake up 2 hours later and they're all dehydrated. And this way, it's just you go to sleep, you feel like $1 million, and you wake up feeling like $1 million.
And actually, on that, Ian, I have a nice little reminder for people. Just like you can custom tailor it. Well, I say CBG good morning, or CBG gut, and CBN for nighttime. So it's a little way to remember it, and how you can kind of use it to help the benefits of those symptoms that you're dealing with. So
for yourself, somebody, are you dealing with PTSD?
Yeah, I have a whole laundry list.
A whole laundry list of stuff, huh?
Yeah, so for me, Ian, I'm a 100% service disabled veteran.
Okay.
I deal with I had a lot of mental and physical issues.
Okay.
And a lot of it was inside. So a lot of people think that you're good because you look good on the outside.
You look fine,
You look fine. So, but if you're dealing with it, it's an internal battle.
Sure. Now, people look at me, they go, you look like you still play football. And I laugh, first of all, because the outer shell may look a certain way,
that's what I'm saying.
But the inside is saying, for God, please, no. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. But, I think it's great that you found CBD and it's helping you. Now, do you remember when you found it and how much it changed your life?
Wow. Yeah. So I got introduced to the native CEUTICALS manufacturer, and I asked them, teach me about cannabinoids, and we got the right product for me. And I'm telling you, Eden, I tried it, and within 2 days, I was able to be like, okay, well, maybe I don't need to take as much of my prescription of this. And then the next month, or next week, a little bit less next week, and I weaned myself off. Ian, I'm 100% off of those prescribed narcotics.
That's amazing.
100% on the organic alternative. So
and you feel, how much better do you feel?
It's just being able to be present.
Yeah.
Going through all those things, you don't feel connected to your environment. Because it's an internal battle.
Sure.
So you're having a whole different experience, completely different than everyone around you, and nobody knows.
A lot of people don't know they're foggy.
Yeah.
Until you clear it up. You know what I mean? That's a lot of people. A lot of people live a certain way, and a lot of people, you don't know you're feeling a certain way until you clean your body up a little bit, and you're like, damn, just like when you're eating a lot of crap, you know what I mean? You feel a certain way, and but then you start cleaning up, you're like, boy, this is the better way to feel. You know what I mean? And I think that's what CBD does, as opposed to alcohol, and I know you guys have to identify the situation. And if it's PTSD, a lot of people they go to the heavy drugs or go to the alcohol. And how do you tell your veteran buddies that CBD is the right way to go? How do you get it to them?
The first thing I say is, it's like peeling off the layers of an onion. You have a rough outer layer. It's meant to be a barrier from the outside. It's meant to be unbreakable, waterproof. So you have to break that seal, and then from there you get into the more refined, deep part. And then once you can get to that deep part, okay, now you got something to work with.
Sure.
So first step, okay, well, if you're always in pain, then that's your tough outer shell. That's the way that you put on that face for society around you, so you can not be looked at as the crazy person who's pissed off all the time.
Correct. Yeah.
And it's just tough, because once you get that outer shell out, where you're no longer a threat to the people around you, okay, well, now you got a chance to get into that inner shell.
Sure.
Now, okay, well, now what's wrong with me? Now I got some mental issues. So my physical issues are the outside.
Sure, yeah.
My mental issues, I'm conditioned to act a certain way. Every time I see something, I know I have to react a certain way. And that's where the PTSD comes into play, because then you're hyper aware of your surroundings. You're looking at everything as a threat. Okay, this could be there, that could be there. Well, doing that is overstimulating your brain. You're not able to think straight. You don't even get a chance to enjoy yourself, Ian, because you're so caught up in what's around you.
I get it. What's amazing is, people, football and military, I'm not comparing the two. I would never do that, but there's some similarities.
Yes.
Okay. There's even similarities in the verbiage in football.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you talk about PTSD and the way that people in the military act and the way athletes act, it's very similar. It's that tough guy mentality. I don't want to act certain. I don't want to be weak. You know what I mean? So to me, CBD's helped me. It's clearly helped you. Now, if people want to get your products, where do they go get your products?
You can get my products on nativeceuticals.com/Tampa. That's my personal store, but the NativeCeuticals product, you can order it there and ship it across the entire United States. You'll get it within 5 to 7 business days, but the goal is to get a lot of education. As long as you have options, then you feel like you have solutions.
Perfect.
So,
well, I tell you what, first of all, Zach, thank you for serving our country, brother. Appreciate you. And we'll probably be carrying his stuff in here. So it's definitely good stuff. I definitely highly recommend it. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with Frank the KAVA OG.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Plant Power, and this is going to be the part of the show where we're going to show you guys some of the things we have in the Dignitary Tea and KAVA house, which we're sitting here right now. These are the comfortable hand chairs with myself and Frank the KAVA OG right here. How you doing, brother, man?
I'm doing good, brother. How are
you
you?
Good? How's life treating you?
Life is treating me great.
That's good. That's a good thing. Now, if you guys come in here, Frank is the KAVA master, okay, the KAVA OG. He puts together the KAVA, puts together the Kratom, and we also have a lot of CBD products here as well. I want to try to make this show a little bit of CBD centric, and I brought some of the things here for you dog lovers out here. By the way, these dog treats, we have dogs roll up in here, and you've seen what CBD can do to dogs, right?
Oh yeah, it calms them down, makes them relax, and the dogs love them. They've got I think it's like 15 milligrams per square, it's 15 milligrams per piece. You break it in half, and it's like 7 for the dog. And dogs love them. I mean, they come in here, especially Cesare, Michael's dog, comes in and she's
doubt.
Like, right to me, wants one of those right away.
No doubt. And listen, it's one of those things where if I had a dog way back when, they used to have seizures, and I wish we'd have had this, because this takes care of that. Also dogs that trip out when it's thunder and lightning and stuff like that. And just dogs that are just really antsy. You know what I mean? You give them a little CBD, because when a dog comes in here, we give them some CBD, and it does us some good, and it does the owners some good as well, because everybody's real chill, you know?
If you have a little dog, you don't need to use quite as much, so a bag will last you a little while.
No doubt. And also we have these the CBD drops as well for your dogs. Seriously, I know a lot of people whose dogs are a little ballistic. You put a little bit of this in their food, they actually like it.
Well, and dogs get older, they get arthritis, they have aches and pains and stuff like that, just like people. So, I mean, a little bit of CBD is going to help. They have cannabinoid systems just like humans.
No doubt.
So it makes sense.
No doubt about that. Now, if you come here to Dignitary Tea and KAVA House, there's a lot of different ways we can get our CBD in our bodies. And I get CBD in me every single day, okay? Because as far as aches and pains go, I got them, all right? I've sprained everything. I've broken most things. Like I used to smash my head into people for a living. So what comes with that is a little bit of pain, all right? So I'm not complaining. That's just part of it. But CBD has helped me a long way. Cannabis helps too. Let's not fool yourself.
Absolutely.
But there's a lot of different ways you can get it in your body. We have our own Dignitary powder extract right here, and This is wonderful to put in coffee. You can put this in a kratom.
Yeah,
You can put it in a lot of different
yeah,
things.
it's 100% water soluble, and you can add it to a drink. My mom's got COPD, and I gave her some to put in her coffee in the morning. And
Very
it's
nice.
absolutely helping her out.
No doubt. And this is just a really easy way. If you're somebody who likes to cook like myself, this could be used as baking powder. You know what I mean? If you're baking, this could be in lieu of powder or flour or anything.
Yeah.
You can put this in anything.
Yeah, you can make brownies, you can make cookies, you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. It's water soluble, so
Absolutely.
it'll blend in. No flavor, no taste. It just tastes
No
like
taste.
whatever you add.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like anything. This is our own Dignitary brand right here. And we also have Dr. Brown's CBD, all the tinctures right here. And these are fantastic right here.
Yeah, and there's a nice mix. There's full spectrum, there's broad spectrum, and different things like ZACK was talking about, your cannabinoidal system. You want to make sure you're exercising the receptors so you get the most benefit possible and more tailored to what you need. So you just got to listen to your body and take the right CBDs that work for you.
Yep. Well, we're not doctors.
No.
But we know a little bit. We read a little bit. We listen to a lot of distributors that bring some things through here. We benefit from CBD ourselves, so we can talk about what CBD does to us. We also listen to other people as well. People that come in here and buy different products, we listen, we ask them how it goes. We try to bring as much education and knowledge as we can. And that's what this is all about. That's what this podcast is all about. We're going to do some different things. There's going to be times where, I'm talking about Curaleaf and some of the different strains that they have and some of the different deals. Sometimes we talk about CBD. Sometimes we'll have a guest here. It could be a lawyer. There's going to be a lot of different things as far as cannabis goes. So it's not just going to be cannabis. It's going to be also now kratom, kava, really anything that comes from the earth.
Anything that helps heal your body naturally.
Correct.
The main thing about all these products is it's healing at a cellular level as opposed to masking, which pharmaceuticals generally tend to do is mask the symptoms.
Correct.
What you're doing with CBD and kava and kratom and all that stuff is you're healing your body at a cellular level through your bloodstream. It takes a little bit longer. It takes dedication, but if you really do it, it works. I mean, it's been proven.
Well, I've proved it to myself. You've proven it to yourself.
Absolutely.
My body feels so much better. I walk around and sometimes I feel guilty that I'm not in pain, and it's because I'm sipping on kratom all day long. At nighttime, the kava helps me go to sleep. Now, it doesn't hurt that I still stay active as I can. Get to the gym a few times a week. Cut out the alcohol definitely helps the whole situation.
Alcohol,
I know you cut out alcohol as well.
Yeah, it's been 4 years now.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, and thanks. I don't even miss it.
Listen, it's been 6 months for me, and I just came on. I was on a trip to Atlanta, and I was at a restaurant and had a beautiful meal. And I don't remember last time I had a beautiful meal and didn't want a glass of red wine.
Yeah.
And I looked at the wine list, and it didn't appeal to me.
That's one of the beauties of kava is if you start getting really committed to drinking kava, you find that it replaces alcohol. It naturally replaces it. And, if you drink alcohol, you can't drink kava. So it's like, why drink alcohol?
Well, that's why I didn't drink the alcohol, because I was like, if I drink this alcohol, I won't be able to drink kava, and I love kava now. So listen, there's a lot of other ways you can get in your hemp or your Delta 8 as well. We have a lot of different Delta 8 products here. This is Dr. Brown's honey. Delicious.
Honey is the best way to distribute CBD and CBG and all that stuff throughout your body. It actually really gets it into the blood system a lot faster. And with that honey, I mean, that's a great value. That's $55 for that bottle, but it's 25 milligrams per tablespoon, and there's a lot of tablespoons in there.
No doubt about that. It's delicious, and it's good for you. Now, we have a lot of different distributors who bring us a lot of different things, and we have some cute things, and we have like the Delta 8 Skittles here, Chips Ahoy, the Delta 8 Chips Ahoy brand here, and even for your skin as well, we have the CBD soaps as well.
All the Mellow brand.
The Mellow brands, that's
really
exactly.
People. They're local farmers too, which is great.
Yep, and I see you over there drinking a Kalo, correct?
Yeah, I actually haven't opened it yet, but this is great. This is a Kalo hemp-infused seltzer water. It's about 20 milligrams of CBD. It's a broad spectrum hemp. Really, really good. We got 4 flavors. We got lemon, lavender, raspberry, lime, strawberry, watermelon, and peach pomegranate. They're super, super good, refreshing.
They are good.
Low in sugar, but cheers.
It just chills you out,
It just
Coach.
chills you out.
I love it.
And it's good. It's refreshing. And,
Absolutely.
You know, if it's hot outside, this is much better than some of the alternatives.
Those White Claws or whatever, those stag tasting things, those taste terrible.
Exactly.
They really, really
And
taste
these taste
terrible.
great. They really do.
And for those of you that don't have your medical marijuana card, in some of the future episodes, we'll be talking about Dr. Cannabis and where it's going to be. They're going to be at the event coming up this Saturday and Sunday. If you guys want to get your medical marijuana card there, we do suggest everybody get your medical marijuana card. Could you roll up in here? The benefits here are we have a little area outside. We have a little lounge. We're actually gussing it up right now. We're painting it. We're going to put some artwork in there, but it's just a nice little area. People can sit outside, use your medical marijuana card, whether you have your vape or whatever, flower, whatever. I don't care how you smoke. It's outside. It's all good. Can't smoke in here. You can vape in here, but you can go smoke outside all you want. So that's what we're trying to build here is kind of a community of people doing good things for their body and, you know, not being around a bunch of drunken idiots. You know what I mean?
Isn't it nice?
It is a nice thing. Like this is one thing we don't have any confrontations in here.
No.
We don't have any heated conversations in here.
We had a great crowd of people earlier, and it was good to see because it was people from everywhere. It was just a little bit of everybody, and everybody was just chilling and having a good time. So
different ages, different walks of life. The people that look different, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
All having good creative conversation. You know, just so much stuff coming. You know, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Sometimes I see a couple people talking here, and you know, really all they have in common is KAVA and Kratom, but it brings them together and they're having a conversation, and they're just they're broadening each other's horizons. Like normally you wouldn't have a conversation with that person, and it's all good. So if you guys are curious about KAVA or Kratom, or even if you're deep into it, I listen to what everybody says, and I'm a KAVA and Kratom drinker myself, and this young man right here, the KAVA OG, does it the best. So come hang out with us, Dignitary Tea and KAVA House, 4817 South West Shore. We're really on the corner of Gandy and West Shore, almost underneath the Selman. So come hang out with us. We'll all raise a shell together. Bula, everybody.
Bula.
Peace out.